I'm counting seconds in the dark, afraid of what the morning brings. Your hands are warm around my face, like you're trying not to cry. I wish I knew what to say to make this last a little while. I know forever's a heavy word, but tonight it feels so true. If I have to walk away, I'll leave a part of me with you. Promise me you'll remember the way we felt right here, when the world was just us two and nothing else was clear. Promise me you'll remember my laugh, my voice, my name, even if our paths divide. Please don't let us fade. We talked about the what ifs like they couldn't break our hearts, but now they're standing in the room asking who we really are. I trace the lines upon your hand like I'm reading our goodbye. Every love leaves something behind tonight. It's you and I. If time erases everything, let this one thing remain, that we were real, we were alive, even if we couldn't stay. Promise me you'll remember the way you looked at me, like I was something worth the risk, something you believed. Promise me you'll remember when you hear our song, that I loved you honestly, even when it was wrong. Maybe someday this won't hurt, maybe I'll learn how to let go. But love like this doesn't disappear, it just learns to live alone. Promise me you'll remember when the years have passed us by, that once upon a fragile time we almost touched the sky. Promise me you'll remember when you fall in love again, that somewhere in your story I was more than just a friend. If this is where our story ends and we don't get another chance, promise me you'll remember us, the love we had, the love we were, the love we were. Morning light through half-closed blinds, another day I face alone. Your name still lives between the lines of every thought I don't outgrow. I pour my coffee, let it cool, stare at the place you used to stand. I tell myself I'll be okay, but healing never goes as planned. I hold the ache, then let it move, like waves I'm learning how to soothe. I breathe through missing you in slow and quiet ways. I don't fight what's true, I just let it stay. Every memory cuts, then heals. tear teaches me to. I'm still here, still standing strong. I breathe through missing you. Your voice still echoes in my head, soft as a half-remembered dream. I don't reach out like I did back then, but some nights I almost scream. I walk alone beneath the stars. They feel farther than before, but even in this fragile dark, I'm learning what I'm breathing for. I count my steps, I count my heart, reminding myself I didn't fall apart. I breathe through missing you in slow and quiet ways. I don't fight what's true, I just let it stay. Every memory cuts, then heals. Every tear teaches me to. I'm still here, still standing strong. I breathe through missing you. Maybe love was meant to hurt just enough to help me grow. I carry you in softer words, not to stay but to let go. I breathe through missing you like air after the rain, still tender, still true. But I'm not lost in pain. If loving you is part of me, then healing is part two. I won't break, I'll make it through. I breathe through missing you. I breathe through missing you. One breath at a time, I choose to live and miss you too. The lights are low, the room feels wide. No one asking how I am. I sit with thoughts I used to hide. Let them land where they can. I used to fill the quiet spaces just to not feel alone. Now I hear my heart beat clearer, like it's finally home. I don't run from the stillness now, I let it say my name. The silence knows my name, knows where I've been. It holds the parts I never said, the places deep within. I don't fight the quiet anymore, I let it feel the same. The silence knows my name, and it doesn't turn away. I walk through nights without a plan. Let the stars stay out of reach. Every step feels like I'm learning what it means to breathe. I don't replay the ending scene or wish for yesterday. I let the truth arrive softly in its own way. I stop waiting for a voice to tell me I'm okay. just this moment. Nothing more to say, like the pause before the sunrise. When night turns into day, I don't need to be louder, I don't need to explain. The silence knows my name, and I trust it now. I've learned how to sit with myself, I've learned how to bow. I still feel love, I still feel lost, I still feel the flame. The silence knows my name, and it knows my pain. So I close my eyes and let it in. No fear, no disguise. The silence knows my name, and for the first time, so do I. So do I. We stopped saying how we feel, started guessing instead. Words fell heavy in the air, so we left them unsaid. You looked through me like I changed, I did the same to you. We were standing side by side, still feeling miles apart. Somehow I waited for you to speak, but silence answered me. It's a fading love in silence. No tears, no last goodbye. Just two hearts slowly drifting, learning how to let it die. I still feel you when it's quiet, in the spaces we don't fill. It's a fading love in silence, and it hurts because it's real. Laughed less than we used to, held hands just out of habit. Every touch felt temporary, like we already lost it. I tried to fight the distance, you tried to act okay, but love doesn't survive when nothing's left to say. I searched your eyes for truth, but you were already gone. It's a fading love in silence. No tears, no last goodbye. Just two hearts slowly drifting, learning how to let it die. I still feel you when it's quiet, in the spaces we don't fill. It's a fading love in silence, and it hurts because it's real. Maybe love didn't fail us, maybe we just grew apart. Sometimes endings don't break loudly, they just slowly break the heart. It's a fading love in silence, softly leaving through the night. No dramatic moment wasted, just a gentle loss of light. I won't hate you, I won't fight it, I'll just feel what I still feel. It's a fading love in silence, and that quiet makes it real. I still hear everything we couldn't say as our love fades in silence and slowly slips away. I was looking at a photo from the summer before you, with a light in my eyes that I barely knew. My laughter was easy, my spirit was wide. I didn't have a single secret to hide. Then I met you and I started to change, rearranging my soul in a way that was strange. I traded my joy for the weight of your hand, building a life on a mountain of sand. Now I'm staring at the girl in the glass today, and she's just a ghost in a shade of pale gray. I spent all my energy keeping you bright. I stood in your shadow and called it the light. I was so busy fixing the cracks in your heart that I didn't see mine falling slowly apart. I lost my smile, loving you bit by bit. I watched the fire die till there was nothing left to lit. I traded the sun for the cold and the rain. I made a religion out of carrying your pain. I used to be vibrant, I used to be free, but loving you took the best version of me. It's a heavy kind of hollow, a bitter kind of truth. Your silence, a song of 1,000 birds, with your heavy sighs and your constant night. Now you broke every spirit and you broke every vow. I learned how to walk on the tips of my toes, managing a grief that nobody knows. I shrank my own dreams so they'd fit in your palm, mistaking the silence for a sense of calm. But it wasn't peace, it was just the defeat of a woman who realized she was no longer sweet. I lost my smile, loving you bit by bit. I watched the fire die till there was nothing left to lit. I traded the sun for the cold and the rain. I made a religion out of carrying your pain. I used to be vibrant, I used to be free, but loving you took the best version of me. It's a heavy kind of hollow, a bitter kind of truth. I lost my smile, and I lost my youth. I wanted back the sound of the spark, the girl who wasn't terrified of the dark. I'm digging through the wreckage of the years that you stole, searching for the pieces that once made me whole. Where did she go? Where did I go? You lost my smile, loving bit by bit. I watched the fire die till there was nothing left to live. Used to be vibrant, I used to be free, but loving you took the best version of me. It's a heavy kind of hollow, it's a bitter kind of truth. I lost my smile. I'm looking for it now. it's 2 a.m. The room feels bigger than before. I sit with thoughts I don't send out. Your name's still near the door. The city hums like it knows my heart. Every sound feels close. I tell myself I'm doing fine, but the quiet knows I don't fight the feeling anymore. I let it come, I let it pour. Late nights, soft tears falling where no one sees. I hold myself together all day, then come apart with ease. I don't scream, I don't break the dark, I just let the moment pass. Late night, soft tears, learning how long feelings last. I scroll past memories I don't delete. They don't hurt the same. I've learned how to breathe through missing you without calling your name. There's comfort in this kind of ache. It doesn't pull me down, it just reminds me I'm still real, still feeling now. I'm not weak for letting go slowly. I'm strong for staying kind. Late night, soft tears like rain against the glass. I don't rush the healing now, I let the moment pass. I'm not lonely in the silence, I'm just listening to my heart. Late night, soft tears, that's where the healing starts. Maybe love doesn't leave all at once. Maybe it fades in waves, like the pause before the morning light, before the night escapes. I don't need answers anymore, just rest. Late night, soft tears, but they don't scare me now. I've learned how to hold the pain without asking how. I love deeply, I lost gently, and I'm still here somehow. Late night, soft tears, and I'm okay right now. The sky begins to light up. The dark lets go of me. Late night, soft tears, and a hope, and a heart learning how to be. I didn't plan on falling this deep. Didn't know your smile would keep finding its way into my days, turning my quiet into waves. You were just a moment, a name, then suddenly everything changed before my mind could draw the line. My heart was already on your side. I try to be careful, try to be strong, but something in me knew all along. My heart chose you first, before the reasons, before the hurt, before I asked if you'd stay or go. It already knew what love is for. My heart chose you first, when the world was still unsure. Even if this love is fragile and true, my heart chose you, chose you. I saw the flaws, I felt the fear, heard the doubts ringing clear. But every time you reached for me, the noise just faded quietly. I told myself to take it slow, but love doesn't wait to grow. Some feelings don't ask permission, they arrive like a decision. I could have walked away in time, but I crossed the line. My heart chose you first, before I knew what it would cost. Before the nights I lie awake, wondering if this love was lost. My heart chose you first, in the dark, in the light, even if it ends in goodbye. I choose you every time. If love is a risk, then I fell in deep, with both my feet, no safety net beneath. I don't regret the tears of truth, because loving you made me brave enough to choose. Soft to you first, even when it scared me. My heart chose you first, and I won't pretend it didn't mean the world. You were the song inside my chest, before I was ready, before I was strong. My heart chose you first, and I'm learning to let it heal. If loving you was all I had, it was real. So if you ever wonder why I loved you without a fight, it wasn't logic, it wasn't rehearsed. My heart chose you first. I wake up with your name still there, like a shadow I can't outrun. Every thought is a fragile step, but I take them one by one. I learned how to hold my breaking without letting it show. Some days I feel like I'm standing in a wind I don't know. I count my breaths, I close my eyes, tell my heart I'll be alright. I breathe through the pain, even when it stays. I don't fight the feeling, I just let it pass my veins. I bend, I don't break, though it cuts me deep inside. I'm still here, still choosing life. I breathe through the pain and survive. Your memory doesn't shout anymore, it just hums in the back of my mind, like a song I love too deeply that I wasn't ready to leave behind. I move through days a little slower, but I'm moving all the same. Healing doesn't mean forgetting, it just changes the name. I let the tears come when they need, then I wipe them like this, but right now I'm finding courage in every fragile breath I give. I don't need to be fearless, I just need to stay. Sometimes staying is the bravest thing I do every day. I breathe through the pain with my hands on my heart. I honor every scar I carry as proof I didn't fall apart. I bend, I don't break, I'm stronger than I was before. I'm still healing, still becoming, still standing in the open door. The morning light finds my face. I inhale, exhale, I remain. I don't rush the letting go, I just breathe through the pain. Tears don't fall like they used to. My hands don't shake anymore. I still remember the breaking point, but it doesn't cut me to the core. Your name doesn't stop my breathing, it just passes through my mind. Like a thought I don't fight anymore, like a moment frozen in time. I survived the loudest pain, now everything feels slow again. This is the calm after heartbreak, when the storm is finally gone. I still feel the ache sometimes, but it doesn't last as long. I'm standing in the quiet now, learning who I am again. This is the calm after heartbreak, and I'm breathing deeper than I did back then. Don't scare me like before. I sleep with the lights turned low. I stopped waiting for your shadow, stopped wishing you'd come home. I still carry pieces of us, but they don't weigh me down. They're just reminders of a love that taught me how to come around. I don't rush the healing pain, I let it fade its own way. This is the calm after heartbreak, when the storm is finally gone. I still feel the ache sometimes, but it doesn't last as long. I'm standing in the quiet now, learning who I am again. This is the calm after heartbreak, and I'm breathing deeper than I did back then. Maybe love was never wasted, maybe it just changed my view. I learned how to lose gently and still believe in something true. This is the calm after heartbreak, soft like morning after rain. I don't forget what hurt me, I just don't live in the pain. If love finds me again someday, I won't be afraid the calm after heartbreak, and I'm stronger with a softer heart. The storm is past, the sky feels clear. I'm still here, and that's enough this year. I don't cry when I wake up now, just stare at the ceiling while the hurt doesn't hit me like it used to. It just waits there, learning how to smile. Clean out drawers, leave some things behind. Keep what still feels like me. I'm not who I was before the fall, but I'm closer than I used to be. I take one step, then I pause, still learning how to let it go. I'm almost moving forward, but I'm not there yet. I can feel the light on my shoulders, but I haven't turned my back on the past. I don't break, I just bend. I don't stay, I don't run. I'm almost moving forward, and that's enough for now. I don't check your name like I used to. It doesn't pull me under. Some nights I still miss the version of us that I thought would last forever. I'm learning how to sit with space. Let silence mean I'm okay. Healing doesn't come in big moments, it shows up in small ways. I forgive myself a little more for holding on too long. I'm almost moving forward, but my heart's still bruised. I can see tomorrow calling, but today's still something I choose. I don't rush, I don't pretend, I don't need to be strong. I'm almost moving forward, and I've been here all along. Maybe progress isn't forgetting. Maybe it's breathing through the pain. Maybe I don't need to be fearless, just brave enough to change. I'm almost moving forward, and I'm proud of how far I came. Every scar is proof I love deep, not a reason to feel ashamed. I'll take the step when I'm ready. I won't force what's begun. I'm almost moving forward, and I'm already enough. I don't need to rush the healing. I'm closer than I've ever been. You held my hand like you meant to stay, but your eyes were always halfway away. Every promise wrapped in maybe someday. I learned your love in shades of gray. You said my name like it was true, but never said what you really do. I felt your heart, but not completely. You were close, just not with me. I read between the lines you left unsaid. Fell in love with what was in your head. It's the way you almost loved me, close enough to feel the fire. You let me dream in your arms, but never called me yours. It's the way you almost loved me, like you were scared to cross the line. You gave me hope, then took it slowly every time. You kissed my lips like you were sure, then pulled away like love was dangerous. You said you needed time to breathe, but you were always breathing without me. I watched you choose the safer road, left me standing in the unknown. I was ready, heart wide open. You were careful, barely hoping. I tried to be enough for two, but I can't love for you. It's the way you almost love me, like I was everything you need, but not enough to make you stay, not enough to truly believe. It's the way you almost love me, soft words, but no fight. You held me in the dark, but never in the Maybe I love the idea of us more than the truth you couldn't touch. If love is brave, then I was strong. You were scared all along. Soft breakdown, almost loved, still hurts the same. It's the way you almost love me that still echoes in my soul. I was your almost, your maybe, never your forever home. It's the way you almost love me that taught my heart to see I deserve a love that chooses me, not the way you almost loved me. The way you almost love me. There was a time I held my breath and called it home. Every promise in your eyes was all I wrote. I didn't need the future clear or plans in stone. Loving you felt like a reason to feel whole. I thought if I stayed soft enough, the rest would fall in place. I didn't know that love could fade, even when it's real. Loving you was enough once, when I didn't know my worth, when my whole world fit inside the shape of us. Loving you was enough once, but I need more than before. I can't honor what we were without asking. enough. I mistook surviving you for something meant to last. I didn't know that staying strong could still break my heart. Loving you was enough once, when I didn't know my worth, when my whole world fit inside the shape of us. Loving you was enough once, but I need more than before. I can't honor what we were without asking more. Healing doesn't erase the past or turn it into blame. It just teaches you what love shouldn't ask you to change. I don't regret how deep I felt, I regret how long I stayed. Loving you was enough once, and I'm grateful for that time. But I won't keep breaking pieces just to call it mine. Loving you was enough once, now I choose myself again. I can't let that truth be gentle and still let go. In the end, it was enough once, and that's enough now. I miss the girl I was before I learned to bend, before I gave my whole heart just to be loved again. She laughed without a reason, trusted every word. She didn't guard her feelings, she just felt first. I used to dream in open colors, never thought I'd fall apart. I didn't know how loving someone could change my heart. I miss the girl I was before I learned to stay, when love didn't feel like something I had to beg or pray. I miss the girl I was when hope was still my friend, before I lost myself trying not to lose him. I miss the way I loved without checking for the signs, before every silence learned how to cross my mind. I trusted my reflection, I believed in what I felt. Now I look for reassurance outside of myself. I confuse being patient with letting myself fade. I thought loving harder would make him stay. I miss the girl I was when my heart felt safe inside. miss the girl I was, but I'm starting to see she didn't disappear. She grew quietly. I miss the girl I was, and I'm holding her again with softer hands and a heart that bends. If love ever finds me next, I'll let it in, but still I love her just as deeply. The girl I was, the girl I I'm looking at the girl in the picture from 3 years ago. She's got a light in her eyes that I don't even know. She was reckless and loud, she was easy to please. Before she was brought to the edge of her knees, I used to believe that the world was a gift. Before the foundation began its slow shift, I didn't know silence could feel like a weight, until I was standing alone at the gate. It's a chemical change, it's a break in the bone, a different vibration in every tone. I didn't just lose you, I lost who I was, and I'm picking up pieces of why and because. Loving you changed me, it carved out my soul, it took every part that was once feeling whole. I'm a little bit harder, I'm a little more still. I got a ghost in my heart that I can't seem to kill. The girl that you met didn't know how to break, but I've mastered the art of the quietest take. It wasn't just heartbreak, it was a total rearrange. Loving you changed me, and I'll never be the same. I don't laugh at the things that used to be funny. I'm suspicious of warmth and I'm scared of the sunny. I've learned how to read every shift in the air, watching for signs that you're no longer there. You taught me that always is a word made of glass, that the brightest of seasons are the first ones to pass. I'm wiser now, baby, but it's such a high cost. I'm mourning the innocent woman I lost. Loving you changed me, it carved out my soul, it took every part that was once feeling whole. I'm a little bit harder, I'm a little more still. I've got a ghost in my heart that I can't seem to kill. The girl that you met didn't know how to break, but I mastered the art of the a different face in the mirror. It's a different breath in my chest. I'm moving on, but I'm changed. I've been a ghost in the corners of your everyday life, sharpening my heart like the edge of a knife. I've sat across the table while you spoke of other names, watching the reflections of 1,000 different flames. I memorize the way you take your coffee in the cold, keeping every observation in a story never told. I laughed at all your jokes when the air was getting thin, while I was fighting back the ocean that was rising from within. I didn't want to break the glass or ruin the design. I didn't want to cross that heavy invisible line. So I buried every I love you in the hollow of my chest, and I gave my noisy spirit a quiet place to rest. I loved you in silence, I loved you in the dark, without ever letting you see a single spark. I was a shadow standing steady by your side, with the universe of longing that I had to hide. It was a private religion, a secret kind of grace, to find my only heaven in the middle of your face. You never felt the weight, you never heard the cry. I loved you in silence, and I'm letting it die. I watched you fall in love, and I watched you fall apart. I was the one who stitched the edges of your broken heart. I was just a friend who always knew the thing to say, while I was wishing I could wash the distance all away. Every time we said goodbye, I'd wait until you turned, to feel the sting of every bridge I should have burned. It's a lonely kind of labor, it's a beautiful defeat, to be the one who loves you but can never be complete. I loved you in silence, I loved you in the dark, without ever letting you see a single spark. I was the shadow standing steady by your side, with the universe of longing that I had to hide. It was a private religion, a secret kind of grace, to find my only heaven in the middle of your face. You never felt the weight, you never heard the cry. I loved you in silence, and letting it in. Did you ever look at me and wonder why I stayed? Did you ever see the heavy, lonely choices that I made? I was screaming underwater, I was shouting at the moon, while I was humming "It's Okay" to a familiar tune. I was right here, I was always right here. I loved you in the dark without ever letting you see a single spark. I was the shadow standing steady by your side, with a universe of longing that I had to hide. I'm taking the secret with me out into the rain. No more quiet, no more pain. I loved you in silence. Goodbye. I loved you in silence. I packed away the pictures on the wall, left the frames but not the marks. Every room feels bigger now, like you learned the dark. I tell myself I'm doing fine, say it till it sounds okay. But there are places I don't touch where your echo stays. I'm not broken, I'm just learning how to sit with what remains. There are empty corners of my heart where your name still fits, not loud enough to pull me back, just quiet enough to miss. I don't cry the way I used to, I don't fall apart, but there are empty corners of my heart. I walk the long way home at dusk, let the sky turn blue. I've made peace with most of us, just not all of you. I laugh with friends, I make new plans, I sleep through most nights now. But sometimes love leaves gentle dents, I don't smooth them out. Healing isn't erasing, it's learning where to place the pain. There are empty corners of my heart, soft and unexplained, like songs that end before the last, still beautiful that way. I don't need to fill the space or prove I've moved on far. There are empty corners of my heart. Maybe love doesn't leave all at once, maybe it fades in rooms, like sunlight slipping off the floor at the edge of afternoon. I don't hate the quiet memories, I just hold them light. There are empty corners of my heart, but they don't scare me now. They remind me how deeply I loved and how gently I bow. I'll make room for what's to come, I won't close every door. There are empty corners of my heart and space for more, so I turn the lights down low, let the evening start. There are empty corners of my heart, and that's where healing starts. I loved you with open hands, no grip, no fear, no chains. I let you come and go as you pleased and called it faith. I didn't ask where you were going, didn't ask you to stay. I thought love meant freedom, even if it walked away. I believed if I didn't hold tight, you'd choose me in your own time. I loved you with open hands, gave without holding back. I never tried to own your heart, I just laid mine in your path. I didn't beg, I didn't stand guard, I trusted you to understand. But you let go so easily of the girl who loved you with open hands. I stayed gentle in the silence, stayed soft when I was scared. I made room for all your doubts while mine just stayed there. I thought love shouldn't need rules, shouldn't ask for proof. But loving you without protection cost me pieces of truth. I confused grace with being unseen, I called it love when it was just me. I loved you with open hands, with nothing left to hide. I offered you my whole heart, you passed it by. I didn't tighten, didn't fight, didn't make demands. I just kept loving with open hands. I just kept loving with open hands. Maybe love still needs boundaries, even when it's pure. Maybe hearts need holding sometimes to know they're secure. I don't regret the way I loved you, I regret how alone it felt to give everything freely and be left with myself. I loved you with open hands, but now I'm learning when to close. Not to harden what is tender, just to protect what I hold. I'll love again with honesty, with courage and a plan. I'll still be soft, still be real, just not empty. With open hands, I place my palms against my chest, feel the heartbeat that still stands. I didn't lose that love in you, I just loved with open hands. We didn't yell, we didn't fight, no door slammed in the night. We spoke in careful sentences like love was fragile glass. Your hands stay warm in mine, like nothing had to change. But I felt the distance growing in the words we didn't say. I thought quiet would be kind, but it cut such a deeper line. Soft goodbyes hurt more when no one's really wrong, when love is still here but the feeling's gone. I would've healed faster if you just walked out the door, but you whispered you're leaving, and soft goodbyes hurt more. We said take care instead of stay, smile like we'd be fine. You promised I would always have a place inside your mind. I packed my pain in small good things, like photos and old songs. It's hard to let go gently when the love still feels so strong. There's no anger left to burn, just lessons I didn't wanna learn. Soft goodbyes hurt more than shouting or tears. They leave room for hope that lingers for years. You didn't break my heart, you slowly closed the door. Yeah, you eased your way out, and soft goodbyes hurt more. Maybe kindness is the cruelest when it doesn't let you fall, when it leaves you standing, still waiting for a call. I don't hate you for being gentle, I just wish you'd let me know that loving you quietly would be this hard to let go. Soft goodbyes hurt more, but I'm learning how to heal. I'm learning that endings can still feel real. I won't blame your tenderness or the way you chose to go. I'll just learn how to breathe again after loving you slow. No echoes, no regrets, just a love that couldn't stay. Some hearts don't break loudly, they just ache and fade away. I don't flinch at the sound of love. I don't close the door when it knocks. I've learned how to hold my ground without building walls or locks. I've cried enough to know my limits, I've healed enough to stand. I don't mistake my kindness now for weakness they can demand. I don't need to harden my heart to keep it safe. I'm stronger still, soft I bend, but I don't break. I learned how to let go without giving up my grace. I don't fear the fall like before, I don't armor up my trust. I'm stronger still, soft, and that's enough. Chase what won't meet me halfway. I don't beg to be chosen again. choice now between loving and losing myself in it. I let people show me who they are and believe them the first time. I protect my peace gently without crossing my own lines. I don't disappear to belong. I stay. I'm stronger still, soft I feel without regret. I don't punish my heart for the love it hasn't met. I'm not closed, I'm not cold, I just know what I want. I'm stronger still, soft than I've ever been before. Healing didn't steal my empathy, it taught me where to place it. I can care without bleeding and love without losing myself in it. I'm stronger still, soft I carry both in me. I choose peace over proving who I'm trying to be. I don't need to be fearless, I just need to trust. I'm stronger still, soft, and I love myself, and I'm still still soft, still standing, still soft. The room is quiet, but my mind still runs from yesterday to what's undone. I sit with thoughts I never say, let the silence take their place. I learned how to smile through the noise, how to keep my voice calm. But lately I've been listening to where my heart belongs. It's not the breaking that scares me now, it's the calm after the sound. In the space between my breaths, I feel everything I left, every love, every regret, every word I never said. I'm learning how to slow my chest, how to let my body rest. In the space between my breaths, I find myself again. I walk alone but not afraid, just getting used to quieter days. The city lights don't ask my name, they just glow and fade the same. I used to rush from thought to thought, afraid to feel too much. Now I stay right where I am, inside the hush. I don't need answers tonight, just a moment where I'm alright. In the space between my breaths, there's a softness I protect, all the healing I can't rush, all the hope I still trust. I'm not lost, I'm not broken yet, I'm just learning how to rest. In the space between my breaths, I remember who I am. Maybe peace doesn't come all at once, maybe it slips in slow, like the pause before the music starts, or the tide before it goes. I don't need to be louder, I don't need to be brave, I just need this quiet moment to space between my breaths, I finally feel me. You said the words like they were kind, like ending us would save some time. I nodded like I understood, but my heart never really could. You walked away so calm, so sure. I stayed behind, still wanting more. I held on past goodbye, past the night you closed the door. I kept believing in the echo of what we were before you let go and learned to fly. I stayed where love had died. I replayed every almost chance, every touch, every last glance. I kept your name inside my chest, like loving you was all I had left. I told myself you'd change your mind, that love just needed time. I held on past goodbye when there was nothing left to save. I turned your silence into hope and called it being brave. You moved on with your life, I lived in all the signs. I held on past goodbye. Maybe love isn't meant to stay. When one heart's gone, one begs to wait. If letting go is how you heal, then holding on is what I feel. I held on past goodbye till it hurt to even breathe. I loved you longer than you stayed, and longer than you needed me. Now I'm learning how to try to love myself this time. I held on past goodbye. So if you ever wonder why I disappeared without a fight, I already lost you in my mind. When I held on past goodbye.